Okay. Jaren Jackson just got traded to the Utah Jazz 3 minutes ago. Um, he got traded for. Oh wait, they're sending Jaren, John Conchar, Jock Landale, Vince Williams to the Jazz for Walter Clayton, Kyle Anderson, and Taylor Hendricks, and Georges Niang, and 3 future first round picks. Wow. This is kind of out of nowhere. Memphis is currently the 11th seed, and sorry, is currently the 11th seed. They're 19 and 29. It hasn't been great for them as of recently. Yeah, it hasn't been great as of recently for Memphis as of what they would like. The past couple of years has just been riddled with injuries. Jaren did recently sign a contract, I believe. Yeah, he's making 35 this year, and then his new extension is 49 in 27, 50 million in 2028, 52 in 2029, and then a player option in 2029, 2030 for $53.5 million. Whether you are a Jaren fan or not, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for Jaren. It just is. Let me bring it back up here. Jaren is a great player. He is good. He's a 2-time All-Star, 2-time block champ, 3-time All-Defensive, and a Defensive Player of the Year. The thing about doing videos like this is I don't really get to think about what I'm going to say here. So a lot of it's just kind of babbling. I mean, Memphis, they've done a great job of selling Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson for picks, right? You got 5 picks combined with like unprotected swaps, whatever, for Desmond Bane, and you get 3 for Jaren. Bobby Marks just said on Twitter, they have 13 firsts in the next 7 years, which is tied with Brooklyn and OKC. Now the players that you got back, it's not about the players, right? Kyle Anderson is he's 1 foot out of the league, right? Like he doesn't play too much. He makes like $10 million a year. I assume it's just salary reasons. Taylor Hendricks is a guy who has had a very unfortunate start to his career with the leg. I think that was last year. And it's just kind of a jam over there. Like if I look up Taylor Hendricks, yeah, he only played 3 games last year before he broke his leg or whatever it was. He's averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, and he's only playing about 15 minutes per game. He's played in 33 games this year. He was the 9th overall pick from 2023, so there is maybe still something there, but I can't stop to think this is the start. They traded Jaren. Like, to me, if you were I think I've talked about this before. If you asked me 3 weeks ago or whenever this Ja stuff was happening, there was no mind. If Ja got traded, I assumed they weren't going to keep Jaren. I didn't think there was a world where Jaren went first. Now, Ja has said that whatever he likes, Memphis is who gave him a chance. That's what a lot of players say. But I just don't really know what they do now. Is there anything else? It's really just a 2-team trade. Okay. Georges Niang is also a salary filler. Memphis is total. There's no way Memphis isn't going towards a reset. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something about Ja before Thursday. I guess let me talk about Utah's side. I don't know. I really don't. Um, the Jazz are one of the worst teams in the league. They still want to lose games. They sit out Markkinen, they sit out Keontae because they just they want to lose games. Like they're tanking. They've done it. They did it last year with Markkinen. Like it's not a surprise. Um, the Cavaliers have called Mavericks to discuss trading Anthony Davis. What? Man, dude, some of these things like have come out about Harden. It's just it blows my mind. But um, yeah, I there's no way they don't go towards a reset now. Like that confirms it in my mind. I think if you were going to trade John, maybe you got back some like two pieces that could help, and maybe you're like, maybe we can do more with less. This trade does not let you do more with less, bro. You're getting Walter Clayton, who's a 23-year-old rookie, Taylor Hendricks, who's having, a rough-ish year to his third year in the league, and then salary fillers. It's for the picks. There's no way Memphis isn't going towards a reset. I wouldn't be surprised if we see certain players off that team again. I I don't know. It just comes out of nowhere, and I try and get these videos up relatively fast. But again, back to Utah side, does that mean they're keeping Markkinen now, or because right, like Jaren was a guy that like he was rumored to the Celtics. I thought he could be a good fit in Detroit. Um, he's not really a center necessarily because he doesn't rebound great. So some places, maybe like Toronto, weren't too interested in him, and like they've been linked to Sabonis and whatever. Which, if they get Sabonis for the trade offers I've seen, that's a lot for Sabonis at this point. But I just if you're keeping Markkinen and you're telling me you can run a lineup of like I don't even know. Hold on. I never even know. Utah they're 13th out west. They're 15-35. They're like 3 games above the worst team in the league. I mean, they got him for relatively cheap, I will say. And I don't know what the first round picks they gave up are, but we know who's running things over there for Utah. It's Danny Ainge. And I know a lot about Danny Ainge. And he didn't get Ja for much. But like if you're telling me you can run Keontae, Ace Bailey, Markkinen, Jaren, and I guess it would be Yusuf Nurkic. It would be awesome if Walker Kessler wasn't out the entire year, because that would be a huge lineup and that would probably be relatively entertaining to watch. But yeah, I don't know. It's very rare that you see a big star or all-star caliber player like this go for nothing, or not nothing, but like a two-team trade. Again, I think the thing for Memphis is right. The first they did the Desmond Bain thing. They were like maybe we could do more with less. We get in a guy like KCP. We get in who else? I don't even know, but like maybe they just think they can do more with less. They've got Cedric Howard, Jalen Wells as young guys over there, Zach Edey, who's had a rough season as well with injuries, but it's very confusing because it's like, okay, the picks are good, but now I'm concerned. Like I was said, there's no way Ja doesn't get traded. There might be a way that Ja doesn't get traded, and I don't really know why. Because do you want? I don't know. It's so hard because do you want Ja to be there for when you guys maybe can turn it around? I mean, I assume they're going towards a tank, right? There's no way this team's going to be good after trading Jaren. They're not even that good right now. And then the Jazz, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means for the Jazz. I really don't. And I'm trying to search Twitter for thing. Like I just don't. I don't know. Okay, Sham said the Jazz make a major swing for Jaren to team him with Larry Markkinen, Keontae, Walker Kessler, and more. The move signals a full rebuild for the Grizzlies, and its promising young core and now has many future first round picks. Has now as many future first round picks as any team in the NBA. The Grizzlies have also created a massive $28.8 million trade exception in the deal, the largest ever in the NBA per Bobby Marks. Let me see if he said anything. It's bigger. The next biggest was $28.5 million trade exception created by Boston in 2020 for the Gordon Hayward trade to Charlotte. I mean, so they've got Jaren. Jaren's not going anywhere. You know, Conchar was making $6 million for 2 years. Jock Landale was making $2 million, and then Vince Williams was making $2 million. And then Memphis, Kyle Anderson was making $9 million for the next 2 years. Jordan Niang is at $8 million expiring, and then Taylor Hendricks is making $6 million this year and then about $8 million next year before he has to, be extended on his rookie extension. And then Walter Clayton's making $4 million for the next 3 years, and then a team option, or $4 million for the next 2 years as a team option for $4 million in the third year, and a team option for $7 million in the fourth year. Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. It's crazy. I kind of have given you my thoughts. I'm probably just gonna get this up there. I'm sure this is absolutely not the last time we are going to be talking about this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Because again, I don't know what Utah does now. I don't know what Utah is trying to do by doing this, other than just getting more talent in the door. But again, if you want to be a part of this draft, why are we getting more talent in the door? Right? Does that make sense? Hopefully. I might make a second video about this. It might come if there's another big trade that happens, like Ja, we'll make another one, of course. But thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and please let me know what you guys think about this, or cover something that I didn't cover, because this came out of nowhere.